Hello, Spring River!
Hello everybody, this is DJ Supermoon from Spring River. I put together this instructional video for you today to give everyone an idea of how to be involved in one of our floats. I'm sure you've seen us around town or on the road, the highway, the Supermoon van, the different types of billboards, or maybe on Facebook even. So if you're wondering how to float with DJ Supermoon, our departures this year are a little different than last year. This year we'll depart at 11 a.m. from our new private lot, which is a 30-minute float below Dam 3. As always, you should plan to depart Dam 3 at 10:30 a.m. to be present to depart our lot at 11 a.m. No one is allowed on our private lot during the departure process, so please stay in the water. In case of inclement weather, I always update our departure time on Facebook every float day to give everyone about a 30-minute notice of exactly when we will depart. So what you would need to do to come float with DJ Supermoon is find a place to stay. There are many places in the area, either in Mammoth Spring or Hardy, Arkansas, and we'll list those on the screen for you now. They include the different motels and the different campground locations if you want to camp or if you want a motel type of an atmosphere. Secondly, if you need a boat or a raft or a tube, you can rent those from various concessionaires in the area. Those will be listed on the screen for you here now as well. And if you will go through and take a look at those, you can take your pick of the place that you would like to stay. Each one has their own benefits, advantages, and disadvantages. Our first stop is Crawdad Island, which is a 10-minute float from our departure point. Normally we will stay at this stop for at least 45 minutes to an hour, so don't worry if you're running a little late. You will catch up with us at our first stop or shortly thereafter because we float very slow. We exit the river at our residence on Sadler Falls. If you need to rent a boat and you rent one from Dam 3 Canoe Rental, they take out at Sadler Falls Resort also. The next takeout point below Sadler Falls will be Spring River Oaks and then Many Islands. Our preferred campground is Spring River Oaks. A special note, DJ Supermoon is not affiliated with any of the campgrounds or canoe rentals mentioned in this video. Our preferences are simply listed as personal preferences. So if you're wondering what you should bring along on a float, it would be typically the same thing you'd bring on any float. Of course you'll need sunscreen. You'll need your own beverages and plenty of ice and food for the river because there is no place to really stop and get food or beverages along the way. You will also need to make sure that you follow all game and fish regulations. Arkansas Game and Fish requires that there are no glass containers on the river, that every beverage is contained in a floatable koozie, that you have a trash bag in your boat or canoe in which you have the trash deposited after you've used those items, and then also there are no illegal drugs on the river, no illegal drug usage. That includes prescription drugs that you don't have a prescription for or they may not be in the correct bottle. So keep yourself safe, make sure that you come with the idea that you will be inspected somewhere along the way. Now from time to time, there will be game and fish stops on the river. They actually sometimes on holidays and non-holiday weekends they will do river point checks in which we will actually float through the officers and they will inspect your boat to make sure that you're in compliance. So please make certain that you're complying with all the rules and regulations when you're floating the Spring River.